Hello everybody, it's Lisa Freeman here from stampinwithlisa.com, and have I got a great show for you today. Today we're going to be doing a pizza box, and let me fix my camera, and 4 note cards to go inside. I don't know why it's crooked, hold on. Okay, hopefully that's good. Let me get the computer going. Hope you guys are having a great day. So I've got 4 note cards that are going to go inside this little pizza box, and one of them is just like the card that I did yesterday. So it's like a mini version of that card. So I wanted to just jump on real quick and show you guys how to make this. It's a great gift to give to somebody for Christmas, and it's pretty easy. Just a little bit of cutting involved. All right. Hopefully I've got somebody watching today. I can't get my computer to cooperate, so hopefully it will start in just a minute. Just saying error reload page. Don't you love computers? Okay, now it's going. All right, so, oops, let me turn the volume down. Okay. Nope, saying reload page again. All right, hey Sue. I'm glad you're watching. All right, can you see me? Because for some reason my computer keeps going out. And it's not working. Okay, I think I've got it now. All right, so hey Deborah. So if you can see me, then hey Cheryl. Tell me if you can see me and hear me. Because I think my computer's just like stuck in the same spot. Let me put my hand here, and I can't tell if it's doing anything. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay, I got it. It's going now. All right, so this is what we're making, this box, and then I've got 4 cards to go inside. I'm going to do those first. So let me just set that aside, and we're going to start with the first one. So this is the first card, and it's just, these are little 3x3 note cards. So you start out with a 3x6. So let me give you the measurements of the pieces that you need for this one. So it's 3x6 Whisper White, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 Sahara Sand, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 Pretty Peacock, and 2 by 2 Whisper White. All right, so that's for this one. So let me take off these stickers, and let me show you how to do it. And I just realized right before I started videoing that I have this in 2 different colors. I had to go grab my chamois to clean it with, and then I couldn't find it, so I had to go get a new one. And so I have a brand new one we're using today. If you guys don't have one of those, you need to get one because they're awesome. All right, so first thing we're going to do is stamp the Sahara Sand piece with this one. Oh, and let me show you what we're using. We're using my favorite set, Forever Fern. I know it's one of my favorite sets, I should say that. I have a few, but this is one of them. I probably have more videos of this stamp set than any other one. And then the words are from Itty Bitty Christmas. So those are the 2 sets that you need. All right, so first thing, we're just going to stamp this all around the edge. The middle part's not going to show, so you don't really need that. So that's the first step. And then for the white piece, I'm going to do that again on here. Just, whoops, stamp it twice, like that. And I did it a little bit lighter over here so that the words can go on top of that. And then I've got, I hate to leave ink pads open because I always end up putting it in the wrong color. All right, so then I've got the berries, but I want to do the words first. Just make sure I don't get on top of that. All right, so the words are going to go right up in that top corner, like so. And then I'm going to put the, I know I call these berries, but I think it is eucalyptus. Oh, this is a juicy pad. Okay, so we're going to do some here and over here. And maybe a little bit right there. So we've just kind of got them all over. I think I did too many, but that's okay. All right, and then I need to use the chamois to clean this. And this is what a new one looks like. I've only used it once. It's nice and clean, but it gets your stamps super clean. So it's nice to have one of those. And I just keep it in an old stamp case. All right, then we're gonna do a little bit of the sprinkles on there. And that's back with Sahara sand. So let's just put a little sprinkles and close that back up. And then we're just gonna put it together. So this goes on here. Use whatever tape you like. And then I've got a little bit of the, oops, that's crooked. I've got a little bit of the, what's this called? Let me see, braided linen trim is what we're going to use. And I think I've already cut a piece. And this is 7.5 inches. And just wrap that around and tie it in a knot. You might want to do 8 inches because this is like just barely enough to go around. Hold on. Can't get my fingers wrapped around it. I need skinnier fingers. Okay. All right, then we're just going to trim that a little bit. And I miss these scissors. These are my ribbon cutting scissors. And if you have these, you know these are so awesome. I wish they would bring them back. All right, and then we're just going to put that on with dimensionals. I got a brand new sheet of dimensionals here. And I'm just going to stick one in every corner. And then just peel those off. I got too much stuff here. Looks like my stamp table. This is my office desk that I just do the filming at, but my stamp table's in the dining room and it's a disaster right now. All right, and let's glue this down too. It is cold today. I went outside, I had to go to an appointment this morning and it was so cold. It's like 45 degrees out and windy. Big difference from yesterday. All right, so there's the first one. All right, so, oops, let me just let you look at it. So, there you go. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this one. So this one you need, again, a 3x6 Whisper White, 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 Mary Merlot, 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 Sahara Sand, and 2 by 2 Whisper White. And then just take those off. Got a squeaky chair. All right, so this one we just have to stamp the little white piece. And we're going to be doing the Sahara Sand first. And I'm just going to put one of this leaf right kind of in the middle. And then I'm going to do the Mary Merlot. And that's for those berries, well, the eucalyptus, but we're doing them as berries because they look like holly berries kind of in this one. We'll just stamp a couple of those. Oops, you know what I forgot to do is the words. So let's do it this way. We'll put the words down here. So we'll do it kind of upside down. All right, and then let's do one more of these over here. So there you go. I'm going to put a little bit at the bottom just to cover those stems up. All right, so that's this one. So it looks a little bit different. Oh, I forgot sprinkles. Hold on. Do some little sprinkles on here. If you guys remember, if you've been around long enough, this is just like our old itty bitty stamp, except it's smaller. All right, so that was a piece of cake. And then we're just going to glue that together. And then we've got another piece of ribbon to go around this again. So these two are kind of similar. They're almost the same, just different colors. Let's see if I can get my fat fingers in here this time. I wish this chair would stop squeaking. It's like every time I move, it squeaks. All right, and then let's trim that. I'm not crazy about that bow. I'm gonna get a little glue dot and stick it under there. If you ever have it too loose, just put a glue dot under the knot and that'll kind of keep it down in place so you don't have to worry about it. All right, we're gonna put dimensionals on that. Oops, get my trash out of the picture. Oh, that one already is off. Hey, Wendy. All right, and then this one goes on here. And then that goes on the big white piece. And I know I'm using my old snail adhesive, but I have about 50 of them to get rid of, so I'm just gonna use them up. And practice with the new seal adhesive before I do that on video anymore because I keep messing up with it. All right, so that's number 2. I just did it upside down, but that's okay. It still looks pretty. All right, so we got 2 down, 2 to go. All right, so the next one is this one. And for this one, we've got, again, the 3x6 Whisper White. 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 Pretty Peacock. 2.5 by 2.5 designer paper. 2 3/4 by 1 Pretty Peacock. And 2.5 by 1/2 Whisper White for the words there. So that's all you need for this one. This one's super easy. You just got to stamp the words and that's pretty much it. All right, so we're going to stamp the words for peace and happiness. And this is Pretty Peacock. So good thing we have double-sided paper because you get 2 chances to stamp this. And this one's hard. I'm going to have to pull it towards me and do it right over top. Hopefully my head's not in the picture. And that's crooked, so we're going to try it again. It's hard to see this unless you look right on top of it. And that's still crooked. All right, I gotta. All right, we're gonna do it out of the picture because I gotta pull it towards me and see right over top of it. Oh my God, I should have done one of these ahead of time. This is really crooked. What is wrong with me? That's why I like photopolymer because you can see it better. All right, well, we're gonna have to go with this one. So that's the straightest of the bunch. All right, so we're gonna just make a little arrow on that. And I lost my scissors. Here they are. Luckily I had a spare one of these. These little teeny words are hard to get straight sometimes. Just put some tape on the back of that. I just smeared it a little bit too. That's a juicy pad. I thought it was the same pad I used yesterday, but I guess I grabbed a different one. All right, so then we're gonna put this paper on here. And we're out of tape. All right, so put that right on your Pretty Peacock. And this is that Forever Greenery paper that is so pretty. And then this is just gonna go right across the middle. And then that's gonna go on the white piece. So these are really easy to put together, especially if you cut them ahead of time. And what I did is I just had all the white ones cut ahead of time, and then I had a bunch of squares of the Peacock and the Merlot and Sahara Sand, and I just kind of started putting stuff together. All right, so that's that one. And last one is this one, and this is the one that's like the card I did yesterday, the Wreath Card, except it's a little smaller version. So all you need is the 3x6 Whisper White, the 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 Mary Merlot, and 2.5 by 2.5 Whisper White. And so what we're gonna do is the same thing I did yesterday. You start with a circle punched out in the middle, and for this one I've got a 1-inch circle, and again I'm using those really sticky post-its. Oh, picked up some dimensional backs on there. And I did post the link to the Amazon thing where the link on Amazon where you can get these, the extra sticky ones. So they're sticky on the whole entire Post-it note, not just the very top like they usually are. So these are great for making little masks with, because you know usually when you make a mask you only have the top part that's sticky. So all right, so I'm gonna get this right in the center, hopefully. That looks good. All right, so then we're gonna start stamping, and I wanna have a piece of paper to make sure I don't mess up the other side of it. So let me get a piece of scrap paper. All right, so we're gonna do it just like we did yesterday. I probably should have picked one that's smaller than this, but that's okay. And since this is smaller, I probably don't have to do that many times stamping. So I'm gonna do one here, one in this corner, and then flip it around. Let me move that out of the way. So I don't want to mess my paper up, so that's why I've got the scrap paper here. And then one in this corner, and one in this corner. All right, so that's your starting point, is just the 4 corners. Then, move that out of the way. Then I'm going to go on to the red, which is the Mary Merlot. Got my phone cord hanging here. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to do the red berries. We'll just call them holly berries. We're going to do that right in the center of each one. And then turn it. And turn one more time. So now you have that. And then we're going to go on to the blue. And this is Pretty Peacock again. So I've got my blue leaves. So I'm just going to kind of stick them in right in the middle between these pieces. And this blue is so juicy, I really don't even need to ink it up each time. Okay. Alright, so that's kind of what it looks like now with that sticker in the middle. So we're going to peel that off. And I need to be careful because this is so juicy, it's taken a minute to dry. I don't want to smear it. Alright, so you pull it off and there you go, you got your wreath. And then we're going to stamp the Believe right in the middle. And hope they don't mess this up after I've already done all the work. Alright, so we've got Believe right in the middle. And then we're going to do a few sprinkles on here in the Sahara sand. I should have done that before I took the mask off. But that's okay. Alright, so there you go. So that's a miniature version of the one that I showed yesterday. So you can do it with any size circle you want to. And then I'm just going to glue that down. And glue that down to the back. Just looked up and all the comments were gone. I don't know where they went. You guys are still on here, I hope. Hey Deborah, I see ya. Okay, I'm looking at my phone now. Let me see if I can get the comments back. Okay, I see it. All right, so you like that one. All right, so now we've got the 4 cards done, and I did the envelopes ahead of time too, but let me show you how to do the envelopes. So I did them all the same. I just took the Sahara sand with the big one and did that right in the corner. And then I took the little berries, did those a couple times, and then took the leaf. Where did it go? Here we go. And do the leaf on here a couple times. So there you go. So I did 4 envelopes all the same, exactly like that. All right, so now we're going to put those together. So this is our whole pile, and what we're going to do is make the box now. Let me get those out of the way. All right, so for the box, you need one of these pizza boxes. I need more room here. All right, so when you have these pizza boxes, I think they come 8 in a pack, and you can get them in white or gold, and they're really easy. They're shiny on the inside in case you want to put food. They're food safe. And then we've also got our paper here, 3¼ by 3¼ Pretty Peacock, 3 by 3 designer paper, 2½ by 2½ Pretty Peacock, and 2¼ by 2¼ white. I forgot to write white on there, but it is white. Oh, and then ribbon. The ribbon is 9½ inches. And also you need this piece right here. I don't know if I have it in the screen. Let me put it up. All right, in case you want to take a screenshot. So this is the belly band. It's Sahara Sand, 11 by 1½. And you score it at 2¼ 3¼ 6¾ and 7¾ So hopefully you can see that. If it's not high enough, I'll move it up. Okay. So hopefully you can get a screenshot of that. All right, so let me show you how to put the pizza box together in case you've never done it before. All right, the side where the hole is the one you put together first. And you put these 4 pieces in here, and then this wraps around and just snaps into those little grooves right there. And then this, well, first thing you want to do is actually fold all the creases because that makes it easier to fold it up. And then this just pops like that together. So it's really easy to put together. I'm going to go ahead and put the, well, let me put these in here, the ones that are already finished. So that's our cards and envelopes. All right, so there's our box. So we want to put these 2 pieces on top. So just glue them together. And this is just the designer paper from Forever Fern too. And really, every sheet in there is pretty, but I've used almost the whole pack of everything already. So I had this striped that I thought looked pretty good. It was kind of neutral. All right, and then the belly band, we're gonna stick around here. Actually, I want to stamp some sprinkles on there real quick. So I did put sprinkles on here with the Sahara Sand. Just right on the top part. So not a whole bunch, but just enough so you can see it on the sides. All right, and then that's going to wrap around. And, oh shoot, I meant to bring some tear and tape with me, but I forgot. So we're going to use some glue instead. It'll just take a minute to dry, but that's okay. The tear tape works better though. Alright, so we're going to put some of the Tombow glue on there. So you're just gluing it to yourself. You're not gluing it to the box because you want to be able to slide it on and off. I'm just going to hold it for a minute and let it dry. And we're going to be stamping on the white piece. And it's basically just kind of like I did the envelopes. Okay, I'm just going to hold it for another second or two. I have like a million little sticky notes here. Okay, that should be good. All right, so that's our belly band, and it does slide on and off. It's kind of tight, but you want it kind of tight, so, but you still can get it on and off. All right, then the ribbon, I'm going to wrap around the other way so that it ends on the top. That's going to be covered. So that's going to be taped to the front. I'm just going to use regular adhesive for that. So just put it right in the middle. Give it a good press. All right, and then we're just going to decorate that white piece. So starting with the words, we've got celebrate the season, and that's going to go in Pretty Peacock right on the bottom. Perfect. And then we're going to turn it upside down and do this pad is so juicy. I can't believe it. It's like brand new or something. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of the Sahara sand. I probably should have stamped that off, but that's all right. And then we're going to do the berries in the red. A couple of those. And the leaves. I love these colors together. They're so Christmassy and festive. I did the extra one on there. All right, on the original one, I just did one of those, but that's okay. I'm getting carried away here. All right, and then a little bit of sprinkles. And there you go. So now we're just going to put it together. And this was super easy. I think it's what we've only been on here like maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes. Not too long. All right, and then this is going to go on with dimensionals. So let me get my dimensionals. And what I want to do is put them on the actual piece instead of on the back of this, because I want to make sure it's not showing. So I know it's that wide, so I'm going to put 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom of the belly band. And then I'm just going to lay that on top of there. So we're almost done. So this didn't take any time. I had to cut a bunch of, this is one of the projects I was going to do in my Christmas gift card, or Christmas gift class last week, but I had to cancel because of the COVID. So I had a few people buy the kit, so I had to cut it off for them. So I was waiting till I finished cutting it all before I did the video. But that's it. So it's got the pizza box and the 4 cards inside. So it's a really cute little gift to give to somebody. Or you could put some cookies or something else, candy in there. But I just wanted to show you that, and I hope you like it. And just leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell to get notified every time I do a video. And also, if you want to buy anything that you've seen today, just go to stampingwithlisa.com. That's my blog. And I have lots of projects on there too with tutorials. There's lots of free tutorials on there too, so check it out. And thanks for stopping by, and thanks for hanging out with me for 15 or 20 minutes and seeing this project. I hope you liked it, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.